thoughts you make of that performance then, after everything that's been going on the last couple of weeks?
I think we had a good start into the game. The first 25 minutes we were in full control of the game, saying that we didn't, even in those 25 minutes, take enough and make enough advantage out of that dominating period in the game. Especially on our left side, I would have wished us to create more overlaps, underlaps, and exploit this open space more than we did. We had our moments. We could have scored in the first 25 minutes, but I still, even in that period of the game, I would have wished us to be more penetrating, more. We have more players up in the box. You could literally feel that they were crumbling, that they were, after that result against Burnley, quite logically, that they were not full of confidence, but we didn't take advantage out of that. And with their first shot on goal, a deflected shot, it changed the game. It also changed, which was expected to happen. It changed the atmosphere in the stadium. And and in the second half, they just defended with all their field players on the pitch, and we were not able to break that wall down in the second half.
Why do you think you weren't able to break it down? Are you playing with a lack of confidence?
I mean, whenever we score the first goal, even in the past, I think we had enough confidence and we won most of those games. But when you concede the first goal yourself, we have to say we lost a little bit of our composure, of our stride, maybe also a little bit of our confidence. And in the end, if you don't score a goal against Everton, in all respect towards Everton, they have a good team, but if you don't score against a team who conceded 3 goals against Burnley, in the end you cannot expect to get anything out of it.
And how far off the top 4 do you think you are now?
As far as you can read it in the table, but I think it doesn't make sense to speculate and to analyze the table. As long as you don't win yourself and as long as you don't score goals in games like that, it will be difficult for us to qualify for Europe.
Thank you.
Ralf, you said yesterday that the team had been aggressive in training all week. It didn't seem they were particularly aggressive at all today. How can you account for that they can look aggressive and play well in training, but when match day comes along, they fall below standards?
Well, again, difficult to say. I can only tell you that in training, obviously, our emphasis in the first 2 training sessions, Tuesday, Wednesday, and even yesterday, was exactly there, that we wanted to play more aggressive than we did before. Even in the first 25 minutes, when we were in control, I would have wished us to be more aggressive, more keen to win second balls and win exactly in those areas and then really pin them back. We didn't do that, and this is also one of our problems right now, because whenever you win those balls, you create chances automatically in those moments. We had that in the first 25 minutes, but I would have wished that to be even more often.
Do you think there's any psychological factor in the players knowing that a new manager is coming in?
No, I don't see any connection between this issue, and I don't think that we should allow anybody to have that alibi or that excuse. A new manager will come, and it doesn't matter if this will be announced in 5 days or in 15 days or in 20 days. The players themselves should be eager to play international football, if possible Champions League. But as long as we play like we did today, we just don't deserve it. I mean, in order to qualify for Europe, you have to be able to score in 95 minutes in a game like today.
Could I just ask on Fred and Ronaldo? Ronaldo seems to limp up with an injury, and Fred came off with an injury. Have you got anything to say on those?
Sorry, say it again.
Just Fred and Ronaldo seem to have injuries. I just wondered if there's any updates on.
Well, I don't know about Cristiano, but Fred had some muscular problems. That's why we had to take him off. Another thing that is probably not the best for us, to miss out after Scott McTominay with Fred, our second defensive midfielder and one of our most aggressive ball winners. This also didn't help us today, but again, we still have enough good players on the pitch that should be able to win a game like the one today.
Simon?
Hi Ralf, United have got a fantastic travelling support
but even those fans who came today seem to be unable to believe what they were seeing. What would you say to those supporters? Because it just seems like the team are waiting for the end of the season now.
I don't know. I don't think that this is the case, and I don't think that, especially as I said, in the first half hour until we conceded that goal, I think you could see that the players wanted to achieve something and to win the game. But after conceding that goal, as I said, we lost our composure, we lost our stride, we also lost some confidence after that. And yes, I know that we have fantastic supporters away and at home. The only thing that we can do right now is stick together and try to improve and raise the level of performance in the next games.
Ralf, sorry about it. These are top professionals, some of the best players in the world, all internationals, and we're talking about lack of confidence. We're talking about the crowd maybe getting to them, and that really shouldn't be the case. Goodison Park shouldn't be a place that intimidates these players. It just seems unfathomable, really.
Yes, I don't think that the place intimidated the players. My gut feeling is that we just struggle with the level of expectation, and once you're all of a sudden 1-0 down, again, it doesn't make life easier for us, especially against the then defensive team who are still good on the counter-attack. Then you have to score the first goal yourself in a game like this, and this would have changed the game.
Okay, last two questions.
Hi Ralf, if they're training well and you're trying a lot of different things to try and bring an improvement to the intensity and the performance, what can you do in the time you've got left realistically to affect things?
Well, exactly what we've been doing in the past to help the team to be able to find better solutions, to create chances. I mean, today we had almost 4 strikers on the pitch for the first 60 minutes, and almost played like with 4 strikers. But again, we should just be more penetrating more into their box and have more players in the box to even force coincidence. And whenever we did that in the second half, yes, in one instance it was Harry Maguire who won the aerial duel. That was the biggest chance we had in the second half. The same at the far post with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. But in total, we just didn't have enough players. And if we are in the box, we just need to go up and try to win those duels. This is what other teams do in the Premier League as well.
Ralf, David De Gea on TV said that performance wasn't good enough for a Man United team. Would you agree with that analysis?
Yes.
Could you expand on that a little bit? I mean, he was talking about difficulty in creating chances, don't look like scoring goals, don't look like creating chances.
Yes, I
that's
think
all
we've
fair.
been talking exactly about that for the last 10 minutes, and I totally agree. I mean, this is not so difficult to see that this was our biggest problem. I mean, if you don't score in 95 minutes against a team who conceded 3 goals against Burnley, and we scored 3 goals against Tottenham at home, it's difficult to explain that. I mean, even for us as the coaching staff, it's not so easy to understand why we didn't create more chances in a game like this.
Okay, thanks guys.